this video we are going to see the crop protection and management. So these are in previous video we have seen some exercise questions and we are going to continue those questions. So let us see what are those. So here we are having write a paragraph in your own words on each of the following. So we have to write a note on preparation of soil. Okay. So this is nothing but before growing a crop we have to prepare the soil. Okay. So how it is done? So soil preparation is very important or necessary before growing the crop, and mainly it involves tilling and loosening of the soil. So while preparing the soil, what we require mainly, we require tilling and loosening. We have to till the soil and we have to lose the soil. Why we have to do this? Because the roots of the crops are going to penetrate deep into the soil and they can breathe easily when they are too deep. Okay, this is the preparation of soil. Next is sowing of the seeds. So after preparing you have to sow the seeds. So what is sowing? Sowing is nothing but putting seeds into the soil is called as sowing, and the tool which is used for sowing is funnel shape. When in traditionally, that is nothing but in olden days we are going to use this funnel shaped equipment or the implement for sowing the seeds, but today or at the modern times or nowadays we are using a seed drill, and with the help of tractors we are going to drag this machine and this is going to sow the seeds uniformly in a proper distance and proper depth. Next is weeding. Weeding is nothing but the process of removing weeds. Okay, is nothing but weeding, and weeds are nothing but the unwanted plants, undesirable or unwanted plants that grow along with the crop, and these plants are called as what? Weeds. Next, threshing. So threshing is nothing but separating the grains or seeds from the chaff is called as what? Threshing. Okay, chaff is nothing but the outer covering. Okay, the outer covering of the seed is nothing but chaff. This will be the seed and this is the chaff. So traditionally means in olden days it is done by the process called as winnowing, but nowadays we are going to use a machine called as combine. Okay. Now question number 5, the difference between fertilizers and the manures. We have to write the differences. So already you know that fertilizers are the inorganic salt, okay, and these are the natural substances that are obtained by decomposition of the cattle dung, human waste and the plant residues. Residues is nothing but here waste only, okay, that is nothing but plant waste. And these are prepared in factories. Fertilizers are prepared in factories and these are manures are prepared in fields. And fertilizers do not contain or provide any humus to the soil. Humus is nothing but what? Moisture content, okay. And they provide lot of humus to the soil. Manures. Manures are going to provide a lot of wetness or moisture content to the soil, okay. And these fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, and these are relatively less, okay, not completely less. Relatively less is nothing but when compared to fertilizers, manures are somewhat less, okay, they're not completely less, little less. Okay, next question, what is irrigation and describe the methods. So irrigation is nothing but it is the artificial method, that is it is a man-made method we can say, where watering is done for the plants. Why we have to provide water? We all know that water plays a major role in the growth of the plants, okay. So that's why it is very necessary to to water the plants, and it is the method of watering the plants for assisting in their growth is called irrigation. Assisting is nothing but what? Helping, okay. So what are those methods? We are having two methods. One is sprinkler irrigation, another one is drip irrigation. Let us see what are those. As I said earlier, sprinkler irrigation is nothing but the water is sprinkled, okay, by the use of pipes, okay. So what exactly? It is having the arrangement of vertical pipes with the rotating nozzles on the top. That means, as I said, pipes are connected. So pipes will be vertical like this, and they're having the tap like nozzles. Nozzles are nothing but the tap like things. Okay, when water is flown through the pipelines, the water is going to flow like this, and they are sprinkled to the crops. Okay, here you are going to see the crops. So to the all the crops, the water is sprinkled. Got it? So why it is more useful in the uneven and the sandy land where sufficient water is not available. So sandy land, you know that it is not so much smooth, so it absorbs more water. So that's the reason why sprinkler irrigation is uh, habituated in sandy land where there is no water much available. Okay. Next is drip irrigation. So this kind of irrigation has the arrangement. This is also having arrangement just like the pipes only. But here you are going to see the plants, and here exactly near the roots you will be having some drop like things. Okay, when water is flown like this, the water is going to plant, the water is going to be absorbed by the plants. Okay, here what happens, the pipes are arranged with very small holes. Okay, here you will be having some holes so that the water is going to drop, fall drop by drop just at the base of the root. Okay, and it is very efficient, is nothing but useful. Efficient is nothing but what? Useful, as water is not wasted at all. Okay, here water is not wasted. In which kind of irrigation? In drip irrigation, water is not wasted as the water is going to fall directly to the roots, and the water is going to fall in drip form, that is nothing but drop by drop form. So that's the reason why it is very efficient. So next is, if wheat is sown in kharif season, okay, what would happen? So you all know that wheat is a rabi crop, right? So wheat is a rabi crop. Suppose if we plant a wheat in kharif season, what happens? November, December, or to the March or April. That means wheat is grown in November or December and up to March or April. Okay. So it is grown in winter and requires less water. So wheat is grown in winter season. Okay. And it requires very less water. But if wheat is grown in kharif season, its production will be decreased considerably. Okay. Got it? So if we grow this wheat in kharif season, the production of the wheat is will be less. Now next question. Explain how soil gets affected by the continuous plantation of crops in a field. As I said earlier, if you take one field and if you grown the plants and you have completed the crop production, okay, you have sown or you have grown one crop completely and you have remove that crop. After that, if you grow one more crop, what happens? The soil loses its fertility, as I said earlier, right? So the continuous plantation of crops makes the soil poorer in certain nutrients as the crops take up nutrients from the soil. So these crops already taken the nutrients. So if we go for the next crop, what happens? The next crop won't get the sufficient nutrients for their growth. So the soil is going to become infertile. That means it is not well for the plants and there is no enough time to replenish the nutrients. Okay, to get back the nutrients, we are not going to they get the enough time. So next question, what are weeds? How can we control them? Okay, so as I said earlier, weeds are nothing but the undesirable or unwanted plants which grow naturally along with the crop are called weeds. Okay, so these are the waste plants, we can say, which we don't require during the crop production. So they are called as what? Weeds. So how can we control them? That means how can we stop them growing? So we can be controlled by adopting many ways. One of the method is tilling before sowing of crops helps in uprooting and killing the weeds which dry up and get mixed with the soil. That means what? Tilling is nothing but before growing the crop, we have to till the land, okay, with the help of tractors or by using the plow. We are going to till the land, right? So while tilling, what happens? The small weeds are going to uprooted means with the root they are going to plucked up, okay. When we pluck up the plant with the root, what happens? The plants are going to die, right? So in this way the weeds are going to dry and they are going to dry up and they are going to mix up with the soil. So, okay, so this is one method, and another one is by using certain chemicals called as weedicides. By spraying these weedicides we can control the weeds, okay. So thank you for watching.